Alright guys, here we are again with the second video for this tutorial to port this XPS model to TMC. Okay, the first video was about reshaping the model in Blender to make sure it's with the body proportions from Dead or Alive 5. And now the second video is going to be about bringing the meshes and textures together in the TMC file to start to assemble the mod. Okay. So picking up from we left before, just to have a look here, in terms of texture, I had separated the textures which we'll be using, the diffuse textures and normal mapping specular textures used in the outfit. They are here. Okay. They are in TGA format and they are also exported to DDS format. So this opening paint.net, this is the diffuse texture for the outfit. Okay. And looking at the meshes folder, I have here backup for all the meshes which I have exported from the model, and here the meshes we'll be working with. So I got rid of meshes like hair, teeth, eyeballs and other stuff. I'll not be porting the head from the XPS model, it's just from neck down, and that reduces significantly the amount of meshes to work with. I had initially 29 meshes and now we came down to 16 meshes here, which are the meshes we will be injecting in the mod file to put it together. Okay, so if double click here and open, these are the boots. Here they are. They don't show the texture because they are only the TMC mesh file by itself. Okay, so two ways to get this done. One way is to get the mod assembled over the nude body. Why this is my preferred option, let's say. I'll show you. If you open the object tool here and get the nude body, you see that the nude body doesn't have so many objects on it. Since this is a mod from Mai, you'll be seeing the fans, the ones that she has in her hands. Okay, so from this point down and the change text, this is all related to her fans. Looking at the main objects, there aren't many, and there are some empty ones which you can use, and we can also add additional ones. Add sub-object, and we could start to bring the TMC mesh into these object slots, okay, by importing with the polygon insert tool, just like I showed you in the tutorial to add shoes to barefoot mods. Okay, it's the same process. But there is one thing here. In this specific work, we will be needing some bones to animate this piece of the outfit. That's why I selected this one as a base. So we would need to bring these bones in the nude body. Okay? If we open the Mileena 2P mod in Object Tool, we will see that there is only one object group. So this basically means that all bones are together. Bone for that piece of the outfit together with the bone for the body itself. So if we want to import these bones in the nude body, basically we will be importing this entire mod. That's how it works. Okay. Let me show you again. Go to the nude body. And let's say I want to bring those bones here. I'll hit import. select the Mileena, and the only group we have is the WGT body. So we'll be bringing everything here, all the meshes, all the textures, all the bonds, not only for the piece of the outfit, but also for the body itself. So basically we'll be duplicating that mod in the nude body one, which doesn't make much sense. Okay? So we will be doing the other way around. We will be assembling the mod over that other file, and we'll be picking from the nude body what we need, which in this case is going to be all the fans, and also if you need any part of the nude body to replace for a better one, we can get from the nude body. Okay? So let's see here. Get the object tool, open the Mileena, and we start to add object slots here. So if we open the mod on Photo Studio, you can see, for example, that the boots are the body tool. So I'll add another one beneath this so we can receive the new boots. Okay? The upper part of the outfit is in the body 0. Add here. Mask, body 1. And one here. It's important for you to remember that once you start to add, they change numbers. For example, the mask was body 1. It changed to, now it's body 3, as I added 2 additional ones. So the new mask should enter here, body 4, and so on. So we have 16 meshes on those ones, and we got to add here. Body 4 is the body itself, which is now body 8, I think. So let's start to add some new slots here. I know we have belts and we have other stuff. We need a total of 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I have 16 empty slots now to add the other meshes. Be overwriting. I'll leave as it is so we know which ones are the empty slots. We get the polygon insert tool. We will be getting Mileena. And let's add the meshes. You can select in details where you want to put each one, or you can just go by. Okay. For example, body 0, I think it was the veil, so you can put the mask, the veil beneath here. I'll not do this right now because it's going to take some time, but if you are doing your work and you want, no, I want to put the boots together so it makes it easier to work, you can do it taking your time and organizing the mesh sequence very well, which is not going to be done here, just for the purpose of get things fast. Okay? So I have from 1 to 4 empty. Then we close this one. Close the preview too. Then we have from 6 to 9 empty too. Okay. Then we have from B to E. we have the, okay, so the body is this one. This one has to go into a specific place so we don't have trouble later. As you can see, I have the skin here on 13. Let's add this one on the 13. So we can use the same parameters. Still have two to go. They can be 10 and 11. 10 and 11. Okay. So I did, as I said, I didn't pay much attention about organizing the sequence of the meshes, especially because I know we will be merging some meshes. So we select everything, a slot for these meshes to get into. We can leave here keep because they are empty, and we'll save, override. You probably see a message like this because these meshes carry bond information from the XPS model, so it's no problem here. Just hit continue. This bond data will be removed once we do the weight transfer. Okay, it's done now. So if we open again the file here, instead of seeing zeros, we start to see vertex count data showing that the meshes are here. We didn't use this one, so we can delete. Okay. If you see also object groups like this, actually these are vertex groups which are here. We're using only the 0, that is the 1. You can delete these ones. I'll leave as it is for the moment. So let's save. And if you go back to the mod here, we see that the size of the TMC file increased. It went from 1 meg to 3.3. That's because of the meshes. Some of the new meshes, they are picking up textures from the old ones, as you can see here. Okay. But they are here, the body here. We have two bodies here picking up the same textures. So the meshes are in place. Next step is to add the textures. Texture tool. We'll be opening the mod, and we want to add from file, of course, and we'll be getting these three. Here they are, save, override. At this point you can see that the TMC file is significantly bigger, 11 megabytes. That's not a problem at the moment because we'll not be loading in game, okay? But this mod, if you try to load in game, is gonna give infinite loading. The Maze mod, it's 6.5 maximum on TMCL. So what's the next step here? Next step is to basically assign the textures to the meshes, to the new meshes. Bear with me because this can get a little confusing. Okay. Let's reopen it. So remembering what we have done, 1, 2, 3, 4 are new ones, right? So instead of 2, we go to 10. 7, the texture remains. Normal map, 11 now. Specular, instead of 4, 12. 3, 4, 5 we replace it, so 10, 11, 12. Oops, this one is 12. Same thing for the 3. 10, 11, 12. And the 4. 7, 30. Okay. 5, it's an old mesh. It's this one or not. 5 is an old one. I remember we kept 5. So 6 is a new one. We'll be doing that again. 11, 12. I might edit the video here just to make it shorter for you guys, because you really don't need to see me assigning the textures for all the meshes. But it's important to remember which meshes were added in which slots, so you can reassign the textures to the new ones. B, C, D, E, those were new too. And 10 and 11, they were also new. Okay. And finally, we have the new body in the 13, which we are not going to touch, because since we duplicated the object slot for the old body, it carried on the texture parameters from the previous body, which will be the same for the new body. So this one we don't need to touch. Once we save here with the new textures assigned, go back here, open, and we start to see the new outfit showing textures. We can hide the old outfit meshes. So hide the mask here. This is the new mask. Oops, sorry, display all. So hide. This looks to be the old body, as is the 12. See? Then you start to see your mod coming up together. Let's hide the shoes too, so you can have a good look here. See the new shoes in place? So what I like to do now, we will not be needing the textures for the old mod, these ones. Let's put everything in one texture here, so we can get rid of those. We basically are starting the cleaning process, because all meshes and textures are in place now. To make work easier, let's clean the textures we will not be needing. These will make the mod lighter and easier to work with. You see in a minute. Okay, so I reassigned it for the other meshes everything to texture 1. Save here. And once you open, you can see which ones, right, are the old meshes. From this point, we can go back to texture tool, open, and we'll be getting rid of the textures which will not be used in the mod anymore. Then I delete this one, save, override, and the mod is back to 5.4 meg. Okay. Next thing, from the old meshes, the only one we really need is this one to transfer weight to the new one. So this is the body 0. We'll be keeping this mesh in the mod, but the other ones we will be getting rid. So since we deleted the textures, let's open the mod again. Okay, we open the mod again, and we'll be keeping the body 0. So we get rid of body 5. Get rid of body 9. Body D. And we can also get rid of the old body, because we'll not be transferring weight from this body to the new meshes. We will be picking up the nude body, bringing to Blender to transfer the weight. So let's get rid of this one and save. Going back here, that's what we got. Okay. Okay, there is still one. This mesh is here because it's one mesh for everything. See? So it's still here. If we hide, we can basically see our mod in one piece with all the meshes. Okay, so I was going to make a separated video for transfer weight, but things went really fast today. So I think we can get it done in one video. Let's see how it goes. Okay, this mesh is not going to be used because not really planning to use Mileena's hair. This is body E. Okay, I'll get rid of this one too. Body goes. All right. Okay, let's bring things into Blender here. As you can see, we have the bones for the Swiss of the outfit in place, which is what we need. I'll hide the bones, we don't need to see. And we'll be working with this mesh and this mesh. Okay. Okay. Let's do the weight transfer stuff here. We got remove the bone data from this one, so we go here, edit all groups, click in this one, hold left shift, click in the second one, texture paint, weight transfer weight, freeze operator, near space interpolated by name, freeze and freeze, back to layout, and we have the weight transfer. Okay. This one can go now. There might be necessary to do some additional work here. We have to try in game, which is basically to anchor this side of this mesh to the belt so it doesn't move. But it's something to see later. At this moment, let's just merge by distance. As you can see, sometimes it gets damaged. So let's just hit Ctrl Z and leave as it is. I don't want to get this one damaged. Okay. This one is done. We can hide it. Let's have a look at the rest of the outfit. Here. We have like 15 meshes here. This is the belt. This is metal piece here on the top. Right? Metal pieces. Interesting. You have metal piece here and this Metal piece is another part. Okay, let's hide the body and focus only in this outfit. Let's say you want to have all the metal pieces together so you can add shine to it. What you have to do, you have to start to select the metal pieces. And separate them. Separate selection. One separated here. We have another metal piece here. Okay, there are two meshes here which should be together and they are not. We got to fix this. Looks like I have selected too much. Oh. Okay, it's more than I thought. Right. Click with the first one, hold shift, click in the second one. Or hit Ctrl and click in both here. Okay, let's do it again. I'll click in body 1, hold Ctrl, body 4. And now, actually no, sorry. This one, hold left shift, click in the second one, hold left Ctrl, J, and join the meshes in one. That's how it's done. Let's use the magnet tool, because we need to bring this vertex together. Okay. Okay, they're together now. Same thing here. All right. We can merge everything by distance. Let's see how it goes. Right. Get metal piece to separate. Just hit one vertex, hold left Ctrl, plus in the keypad to select everything, right mouse click, separate selection. Okay. I'll select here. There is an additional metal piece here. If you are in doubt, you can always go back to the preview. We'll be getting this. Okay, this one is separated here and here. Good. But this one is together for some reason. We need these pieces. Let's unselect the magnet to avoid trouble. And selection. Alright. So at this point we might want to bring together all the metal pieces in the outfit. Okay. I hit the first one, hold the left shift and click in the second one. Left Ctrl J. Hold the left shift, click in this one, left Ctrl J. Hold left shift, click in this one, left Ctrl J. And now we have all the pieces together. Is there any other piece? Doesn't look like. Okay, these are the ones. All right. Okay. Let's bring the body back. One thing that you can do here is start to improve a little bit some of these shapes. This model is really bad in this area. My God. Let's see if I can make it a little bit better. This kind of work it goes by the eye. You have a look at it, see if you think looks better. There is no rule on how to get it done. It's basically manual work. These vertex look to be from behind. For some reason they are showing here in up the front. So what happens if I take back? Okay, not all vertex are from the back. You can see now. So some of them are from the front, others are from the back. Great. I will guess those are from the back and the others, these are from the front. Oh, it's the other way around or not? Jesus, this... Okay, this one looks to be from the back. See if it looks better. Sort of. Looks like there is a mesh over mesh here. Yeah, this one is quite a mess. Anyways, I'm not going to fix this mesh in one shot. This is something that you can take your time and try to identify which vertexes should be up front, which ones should be in the back. Fortunately, the model is not the best one. So I'm doing just some small, tweaking here and there, so it doesn't look too odd. In meshes like this, if you try to merge by distance, it's going to be a mess. I'll show you. See? Lots of damage here. Too much damage. So in this case, I advise you not to try to do this. If you want to merge by distance to make a smooth surface, first thing you have to do is to try to see which vertex should come up front, which one should be in the back, and fix all this mesh before merging by distance, or just leave as it is. Okay. Anyways, what else do we have? So we have the body 2. What's body 2? I think body 2 is part of this part of the outfit, as you can see. Yes, body 2 is this part of the outfit. So it's good that the body 2 is here, because we'll probably be anchoring this one in body 2, so it doesn't move. Okay. So body 2 is here, body 3, body 4 is the belt. What else we have? Body 6, 6.1 metal pieces, body 7, boots, 8. Okay, this is a part of the boot too, so let's join together in one. 9. Leg band, 10. panties. A, B are both panties, so these ones should be together. Right? Control J to join them. Body C, sleeves. D, mask. E, body. Okay, in terms of joining the meshes, I think the work is done. There's nothing else to join. As you can see, we came down to a much smaller amount of meshes. Some additional work can be done here. These panties, they don't look good, man. They don't look good at all. Again, it's the same situation as the upper part of the outfit. You can come here. Another thing you can do is try to shrink wrap, which is something I showed in another tutorial. Oh, wow, that's not good, not good at all. Let's hide the body. Again, when the mesh is in bad shape like this, I don't really advise you to do merge vertex by distance, not before trying to have a little bit organized, so to speak. Let's get these ones. Bring this body back so we can have a look. I hope you are following what I'm doing. It's basically using the tools which I showed in my previous tutorials. Right, we're just moving vertex here, just to make the mesh look a little bit better. And because this mesh is not, we didn't do the merge by distance, it's important to select the vertexing wireframe because there might be more than one vertex in the same spot. Okay. Situation like this, you can hit left control and click to select the row, and you move. Wow, this ain't good. Ain't good at all. Okay, it's the best we can do. Okay, the panties look a little bit better. We have the belt here passing beneath the panties, so we will be tweaking the belt a little bit. Wireframe also. Okay, looks better now. Let's bring back this one. Body 2 still showing in front of the belt, as you can see here. Oops, sorry. So we might want to bring this one outside, just a little. Yeah, this doesn't seem right. Okay. It's better. A little better. It looks like there is a missing part here in this belt, but it is what it is in terms of the mesh itself. So we did quite a mess here in terms of meshes. It's important that we inject back this in the mod. Just remembering, the only one we kept from the original one was the 0. We'll still not be touching it. So let's see here. let's export everything again. Export to okay. I have our meshes here. In this case, we'll be deleting everything. Okay. Body E, right? It will remain on E. These are the ones we'll start from 1. We're keeping the 0, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and A, which means that BCD will be removed. This will open. CD will be removed. It's getting much cleaner. Okay, from this point, we'll be starting to transfer weight to the body. At this point, you might ask yourself, so why the hell did you not transfer the weight here, and you reinjected all these meshes back into the mod to open it again in Blender and then do the transfer weight? The reason is very simple. You don't want to lose track of the mesh reference names and numbers. Okay. Since we joined several meshes together, they changed names in the sequence. Okay. So it was important to inject them back in the mod and clean the mod From this point on, we will not be merging meshes anymore. So all these names will be fixed from now on. Every time we export from Blender body 2, we can inject in body 2 here and we have no trouble. Every time we export body 6 from Blender, we know that its place it's in body 6 in the mod. Okay. So that's it looked like a double work, but it's not a double work. It's to keep a sequence and not mess things up. Okay. So I will hide the body 0 for the moment. And we'll be importing the node body. Okay, and the body is here in place. We don't need to see the armature. And we don't need to see the fence. Okay. Let's also put some color so it makes it easier to select it. Right. So body 1 is here. Let's get rid of all body data in these meshes. This one we transferred weight, we're not going to touch. This will be getting rid. Okay, so the mask is something that I will have to do later because I deleted the original mask. That was a mistake here. I should have left the original mask so we could transfer weight to the mask here. So yeah, sorry for that mistake. Let's get this the body. Oops, okay. All right. So one by one. Let's start by these leaves. Okay. We'll be clicking the node body, holding left shift, clicking these leaves. We paint. It's the same process which I showed several times. So this leaf now they have weight. The mesh seems to be in quite good shape. I think we can merge by distance this one. And it will not break. Yes, it will not. So this has weight on it. Okay, we have the old meshes here. Let's delete them to make sure we don't mix. So this leaf is in place. What do we have next? The belt. Yeah. Let's get the belt. Go to the belt. Oops. Metal pieces. True. Can do that too. the boots, of course. Okay, which one's the 5? Hold on. Oh no, the 5. Okay. Okay, you had the boots. This one we can hide because we already did. The leg band. So we have left the torso. Okay, let's transfer to the torso. Let's transfer to the body 1. Body 1 will be very important to anchor that piece of the outfit. So before we go into the paint, which sometimes is not simple, let's have a look at the body. Okay. The reason why I want to have a look at the body is because if this body can be optimized, now it's the time. So let's have a look at it. Let me bring back the boots here. As you can see, the boots they end here, but the body goes way down. So we don't need that much body. It's the first thing that I noticed in this mod. Do we lose anything by leaving as it is? Maybe not, but if you want to be sure that there will be no clipping here, we can just cut down the legs from this point down, and we'll be making sure that if there is clipping, it's minimum. So let's select a point to cut, which could be here. Okay. Hide these boots again. Okay. All right. So if you want to make sure that everything is gone, hit A, so no vertex from this point down. Let's bring back the boot. Giving zoom out, it's interesting to see how close the vertex in the body, for example, is to the boot. Okay, let's say we want to make sure that there will be no clipping here. What I like to do is something like this. I select the bottom row, Control plus to go a little bit higher, and then we come here in this scale and we close this mesh a little bit. See? So the chance of the body clipping is smaller, and it will not affect much here visually. Same thing in this one. This can be done in legs and arms. Okay. Alright. Let's have a look at these leaves. Where are these leaves? These leaves are 2, no 3. I think they are here. Here are these leaves. As you can see, these leaves, they cover some significant part of the arms. Let's hide the nude body. So it's the same thing. If you don't want to have trouble with clipping here, you got to cut this. How far? Well, I would say that to this point looks good enough. On the other side, do the same thing. I don't think this one is. Okay, we can check in the mesh itself to see if it's very close to what we want. Again, if you don't want to have clipping, you can close. See? Always have a look from outside to see if it looks odd or not. Just make sure if it's okay. Same thing can be done here in this side. Then we get all the vertex. Okay. You can also move if you want, if you think I need to go a little bit higher. Oops, sorry. You can also do like this, merge vertex at center and bring everything to a single point. But I don't like to do this. It's because, let's see, if you do this, for example, in a place like this, there is a chance that you could see looking from a certain angle. Okay? So I usually prefer to do this other way. Okay? So I would say that this body had the parts we don't need removed. Let's hide this again. We can merge by distance. always remembering to leave the nails unselected. Okay. Okay, here's the body. And we can now transfer weight from the nude body to this one. Okay. Okay, done. Let's hide the nude body and have an additional look here at this painting. See if I can make it look a little bit better. As I said, I'm not going to spend much time doing this because, you know, it's one of those things that the sky is the limit. If you have time, you can just keep messing around with this an entire afternoon, just for fun. Okay? But we'll be transferring weight to the painting. So the painting can be tricky to have the weight transferred, especially in this part of the legs. What I like to do in this case is to get rid of some surfaces to avoid that behavior. Okay, this is the nude body. So what I will be doing here is, let's see, this. Okay. All right. Even this surface might be too close and might give us trouble, so let's make sure. This one. Okay, not bad. Okay, so now I have several meshes to add here. Open again. And since we already cleaned and organized it, we don't have to bother about changing here. Just deleting. Okay, so from this point, we might want to try this modding game to see how the meshes are working and what needs to be done to optimize them. Okay, let's see how it looks in game. I will open the game, see if I can capture the image of the game and we'll see how it's working.
覚悟かかってらっしゃい
Get ready, fight!
コスチュームがない
Okay, so as you can see here, the mod is loading in game and we can start to take some conclusions here based on what was done so far. Okay. One thing which I forgot to do was to connect the neck vertex. So her neck is not connecting well with the head. The mask didn't have weight transfer. You need to have weight transfer to it. It's something which needs to be done. What else we have here? Overall, the outfit is working fine, actually. We don't have the fan. It's something that we need to add to her. And of course, we need to use the post-processing tool to remove the next thing once the neck is connected. But this is going to be a third video. Third video will be final optimization for this mod. Okay?